Hello everyone, this is Prof. Tolenbuns, and as always, I have amazing fiance Weaselbility by my side.
Hello everyone.
And welcome to day 3 of Cards Against Humanity Saves America. Some preface to this, if you will. It snowed in Texas.
It did.
About 2-3 days ago, and you got sick because of that.
Yes, if you hear me sounding a little nasally or a little gruffer, I am sick, but hopefully that doesn't impede this video.
And we went to a get-together last night with my co-workers at the museum, and I seem to have picked up a stomach virus. So all day today has just been a huge blast for both of us. But we're gonna tough through this because we need to help save America.
Yeah.
Okay. Another preface number 2, if you will. Our microphone is located right behind this beautiful board we have here. So if we sound a little muffled, that is why. And Cards Against Humanity sometimes has some highly offensive material. We actually played Cards Against Humanity with my coworkers last night, and I was immediately reminded of that. So if we find that there's anything just going way too beyond our comfort zone, we're just not going to show it on camera.
Yep.
That hasn't been the case so far. So, Cards Against Humanity Saves America. What is it? Well, this is in November, but before Black Friday, Cards Against Humanity had a $15 promotion where for 6 days, 6 random days in December, you would be receiving these letters, each one of them focused around the theme of saving America. Day 1, which I'm honestly going to go ahead and say is going to be the biggest day out of this entire promotion, where most of the money went. It was revealed that Cards Against Humanity bought a plot of land along the border of the United States and Mexico, and essentially using a lawyer who had a lot of knowledge, or who has a lot of knowledge in eminent domain, is working or has worked towards making it as difficult as possible for the United States to buy that land and build anything on it. And despite what you may have read, it's a misconception to say that they have done this to completely stop the wall.
No.
That is impossible. That is unfortunately not how the law works here in the United States. Instead, this is to make it as long as possible to buy this piece of land.
Yeah, they're making it complicated, not impossible.
Right. And then day 2 was revealing the creation of the Good News podcast.
Yeah, it's a podcast for each day. It has 2 co-hosts, and they tell you a bit of good news. Whenever we release the video, we have both of those days as videos on the channel. The Good News podcast was not out yet, but it came out a few days, like 2 days ago.
Yeah. Well, more like it came out like, I think there's like 5 or 6 episodes, something like that. I think it started on a Tuesday, and there's one new episode every single day for a year, completely ad-free, and each episode is a couple minutes long. We've listened to a few episodes. They're pretty good. They're not entirely family-friendly. I believe we only heard 2 days worth of episodes. The content they talk about is family-friendly, but their language is not.
Yeah, so just a warning on that.
And anyone can listen to that podcast.
Yeah.
As well. And I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the description to day 2, the day before this, and as well as the playlist that we have made. We are 4 minutes into this video, and we have yet to actually open the gosh darn thing we're all here for. So let's get to it, yeah?
Oh, no.
Whoops. There we go. That may have messed up the lighting a little bit, but we're fine. Everyone's fine. We almost knocked down the whole fake studio. All right. I'm having difficulty. Oh, and here's the back. Everyone likes seeing the back.
Day 3. These are such beautiful envelopes. It's always a treat to get them in the mailbox.
Yep, and this is going to be the this is the midpoint.
Yep.
Really. So let's go ahead and there we go. Oh, and I should say, if you're not from the United States, the reason why all this is going on is because of the walking slime monster that was somehow elected as our president, the 45th president. We always debate whether or not that is the number.
It is. I looked it up.
Okay. Donald Trump and the things that he is doing to the country,
Yeah.
the policies he is enacting, and the statements he is attempting to speak. If what you want to call what he's doing speaking. So these things are supposed to be saving America, or in the case of day 2, supposed to be making day-to-day life easier. It seems.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so. Oh my God.
Okay, that looks like the back of a check.
That's what my work checks look like.
Yeah, that's the checks that I use at work. All right, let's take this off the screen.
Okay, yeah. If there's anything that reveals our identity, we're not going to show it on screen, or at least attempt to cover it up. But these letters so far, there are some cards that are
loose cards.
just hidden in here. But here is the letter. It does not have our name on it. Dear citizen, in order to deliver on our promise to save America, we knew we needed to tackle our country's biggest issue, wealth inequality. The richest 0.1% of Americans have as much wealth as the bottom 90%. Here we go. Our lawyers wouldn't let us pursue our first choice, a campaign to eat all the rich people and live in their houses, so we settled for something more achievable. Today, Cards Against Humanity has redistributed everyone's wealth. Using the survey you filled out when you signed up, we identified the 100 poorest recipients and sent them each a check for $1,000. To see how this 1,000 is impacting these people's lives, read their stories at cardsagainsthumanityredistributesyourwealth.com. The next 10,000 poorest recipients, including you, get a $15 refund check. You deserve more than this, but from your political representatives, not from a comedy game. I love you. Cards Against Humanity. Oh my God.
So we got, excuse me, we got our $15 back?
Well, either this check has $15 on it or $1,000. I highly doubt we are in the 100 poorest recipients category. I don't want to say we're extremely wealthy, but I have to imagine that there are at least 100 other people out there who aren't as fortunate as us. But this is a refund check for the $15 at least that we spent for this.
Okay.
And this is cool. I like this, that we can see what's going on with this. So yeah, wealth inequality. Do you know what that means? Essentially, it means that the gap between how much money the rich and the poor have is huge.
Yes, it is very high in America. I mean, that is not that's not like just a joke that this comedy game is making. The 1% does have as much as the 90.
Or the point one.
The 0.1.
Yeah. So yeah, big problem. A lot of it has to do with labor laws and things like that, especially minimum wage.
Business.
The way employees are treated, and that's for all companies.
Of course.
It's always sad to read that people who have worked, so hard, who go to college and go to like a company like Google and have to live in their car.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But we're not here for those things. Before we look at this check, let's look at what these cards are.
All right. You want me to read one? Now read one?
Well, we've got this. I guess we should have prefaced this, although hopefully you may have gathered by our introduction. This is mature content.
Yes. 18 plus.
Cards Against Humanity is a game for, I don't want to say mature people, but for 18 plus. It is an adult party game.
Yeah.
So swearing is entirely possible. We do not swear. Even in our regular channel, we do not swear when we play games. If there's any bad language, it is from the game themselves. And really, we've only experienced that with Uncharted.
Yeah.
So this is the black card. So essentially, the way the game works is the black cards are questions
or they have a fill in the blank.
A fill in the blank. This is a sentence, so I guess it's not a question. A fill in the blank. A person plays that, and then everyone else plays these white cards, which are supposed to be answers.
Yeah.
So let's see what our white card is. Would you like to read that, love?
All right. Let's see. So a full refund from Cards Against Humanity paid for by people richer than me. So if you were to play this in game, and I'm going to censor, it's oh poo. I just got a full refund from Cards Against Humanity paid for by people richer than me.
And this is funny because when we were playing the game last night, I do remember a card being a middle-aged man on roller skates.
Yeah.
So, oh poop, I just got a middle-aged man on roller skates is probably the best sentence.
Yeah, I also played there's also a card that says geese. So you could just...
I just got geese.
Oh poo, I just got geese.
That's great. Okay, so let's see. It's funny, this full refund thing, it really is reminding me of that Black Friday thing they did a couple years back where you gave them $5 and you got nothing in return, and they distributed the $5. I would assume evenly between all the employees, and it showed you what they did with that money.
And many of them paid off their student debt or debt that they had, and many of them donated it to like some charities or bought things that they really needed in their lives.
Right. So I'm going to go ahead. Yeah. The student loans was the biggest thing for me. It's very impactful to see someone be able to pay off, over $1,000 in student loans, because that's like a couple years worth, of whatchamacallit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much more of this we should cover here. This will do it. So yeah, as I guessed, we were not. I'm trying to cover up as much of this as possible. We were not one of the people who got the $1,000. There must be people out there who need it more than me, and I'm not saying that like disappointed. I'm saying I would have been upset if we got the $1,000.
Yeah.
Personally. So here we go. We got our refund. Cards Against Humanity has their little address up there, which is also on the label. We have the address of this bank. I covered the routing number and the account number at the bottom, as well as just some other numbers that were up here by the black card. But yeah, we have a check for $15.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, it was dated on the 5th, so not that long ago.
No, really, it wasn't.
We got our other rewards before they did this check.
Well, the first one we got on the 2nd.
Yeah. So like they sent it out.
Yeah, I see what you mean now. Sorry, my stomach's hurting. How did they make money off of this again? Because not only did we get a refund for what the gosh darn thing cost, not counting tax, 10 people also got $1,000.
Yeah, so if
or
you...
100. Excuse me, 100 people got $1,000.
Yeah, so if you take this off of here, it's actually here. I don't know. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
So the 100 poorest people got $1,000, but then the next 10,000 poorest recipients got $15. So not everyone got a refund. Like, I doubt that only 10,100 people did this.
Well, there wasn't really a lot of this. There was a limited number.
Really?
I'm pretty sure every single person, because if not, did people just get a day three envelope that had nothing in it?
Maybe just the card?
That just said, "Congratulations, you're wealthy."
I'm not sure.
I do believe there weren't that many people. At least 100, or at least 10,000. I was pretty sure only 10,000 people bought the game. So yeah, I'm pretty sure every single person who did this got their money back.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that it was limited.
Yeah, it was limited. So yeah, I mean, that's this is crazy. I really don't know what to say. I have like a million things going through my mind because how did they make money off of this? That's really cool of them to do this.
Yeah.
And I mean, the cards are as neat as ever, and I'm really interested now to see what happened to those people who got the $1,000, and 100 people at that.
Yeah, I mean, that is going to be really great.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and we usually like to break this down. Honestly, I'm going to use this 15. I guess we should say what we would use the $15 for.
Okay.
I'm going to be using it for my state car inspection. Because it is up for renewal this month. So thanks, Cards Against Humanity. You have paid for my inspection sticker, essentially. So yeah, we got these two cards, a black card and a white card. The past 2 days have had the shiny envelope in it.
We didn't held the cards.
But there's only two this time, so understand why they didn't do that. Here is our envelope that held everything.
Here's the letter.
The letter, which is detailing the $15 refund check. And I'm going to go ahead and only show the back of this thing. Yeah, I don't think that revealed my name. I hope not. If not, there's just a weird jump cut in this. So yeah, I was kind of wondering where they were gonna go with the next couple of days,
Yeah.
and a refund check for quote wealth inequality is something I would have never seen coming, honestly.
Yeah, no. It really makes me wonder about the next half of this.
Right, because I've essentially paid $0 for this, a dollar something for taxes or whatever, but this was free as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, truly it was.
Yeah, so be sure to check out that website. Hold on a second, guys. Zoink!
Oh, careful, prof.
Be sure to check out that website, Cards Against Humanity, redistributesyourwealth.com, to see what those other 100 people are doing, because $1,000, honestly, like $1,000 off of a credit card payment, that's probably like a whole year's worth.
Yeah, or to your student loans.
To your student loans. I mean, there's a community college that's within driving distance to us, and I think for minimum hours, which is 12, it's like $2,000 or $3,000.
Yeah.
So this could easily pay a good chunk of your tuition at a community college, even just a class or two.
Yeah, and also I know that you need to pay for like your GED and stuff, so that could be something.
Yeah.
Or for childcare costs, those are expensive.
There's a lot of things people could do with $1,000. I mean, heck, when we hit that stupid raccoon, even though we had insurance, it still cost $500 to fix it. I mean, this $1,000 would have really helped with that, as well as maybe getting a couple other things replaced on a car.
Yep.
So yeah, be sure to check out that website. We're going to go ahead and end this video here, and when we get our hands on the next day, we'll be sure to record and then release it the day after. So we're recording this on a Sunday, and it's coming out on a Monday. So I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you stick around for the next one, and wherever you are, I hope you have a good night, good morning, or good afternoon.
Bye, everyone.
Hey guys, we're tacking this on at the end of the video. I knew only a limited number of people signed up for this. I really thought it was only 10,000 or so, but we pulled up this article, which we're not going to show on screen because I'm waving it around all over the place, which is from ABC Chicago, sorry, ABC, wow guys, NBCchicago.com, and it's citing, or it's talking about this promotion, or this thing that Cards Against Humanity did, and there were actually 150,000 people who signed up for this thing, which it doesn't say on here.
No, it doesn't say on there, but it says in this article, and it also is cited from from Cards Against Humanity's website,
which might be on the Cards Against Humanity Redistributes Your Wealth. So 150,000 people did sign up for this, which means that 10,100 people received a refund of some sort, which means Weasel and I, out of 150,000, were part of the 10,000 people who were poor.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how to feel about that, but thanks, Cards Against Humanity.
I mean, it's true, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
I
work at a non-profit part-time.
And I also work part-time. I mean, whenever we were discussing on whether you wanted to do this, we debated for a long time if we wanted to spend these $15.
Yeah,
so.
I suppose that's true. But it says here at the very end of the article, 100,000 subscribers to the service received a refund of the $15 purchase price, while the rest of the people that signed up will receive nothing, according to the company.
Mm-hmm.
So
and
yeah,
that is not including the 100 people that got $1,000.
Right. Like 130,900 people really did receive nothing.
Yeah.
I assume the cards.
Perhaps the card. I believe they mean monetarily.
Right. Perhaps the cards. But yeah, I guess we're one of the 10,000 that Cards Against Humanity felt
needed to be, their wealth needed to be distributed.
Yep. So yeah, just kind of wanted to tack that on here. Again, I'm going to use this to pay the $15 to
your inspection sticker.
To get my inspection sticker. Yeah. Yeah.